Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining me here tonight. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make lovely and quirky hand embroidery kits, and I am here every weeknight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time where we can relax and craft together for about an hour here, and we work on projects from beginning to end. And we are going to continue today on the Splendid Sampler 2 Quilt Along. We're going to be working on the Scatter block by Just Frost. So here we are. Little fun one. This is my 40th block, so I'm going to add some bright pops of color. Every 5 blocks, I add a little bit more pops of color to my kind of neutral quilt. But before we get started on that, you guys, I'm back from Kansas City, got my little Kansas City shirt on. I was visiting my brother and sister-in-law in Kansas City, and we stopped in Ames, Iowa as well. But on the way home, I stopped at 2 fun little places. I stopped at Angela Welter's shop, the Quilting is My Therapy, and bought stuff. And then we went to Missouri, the Missouri Star Quilting Quilt Co. too. So I know a few of you guys mentioned that, and I wasn't planning on going there. So Missouri, well, Quilting is My Therapy. That is Angela Walter's studio, and if you guys are familiar with her, she is a free motion quilter. She does, what is it called? The Midnight Quilt Show. Do you guys watch that? It's Blueprint, but you can see episodes on YouTube as well. So Blueprint is what Craftsy, the video like how-to place was. It's renamed as Blueprint. And so she's on there, and she has a shop in Liberty in Missouri. Quilting is My Therapy. So that's Angela Walter. So I bought some stuff there, checked out her cute, just neat, it's such a cute area, but her cute shop. And then we were driving home, just planning on driving home, and then I saw oh, you watched the Midnight Quilt Show? Isn't it cute, Lucy? She does a great job, Angela. Angela does. But we were just driving home, and I saw a billboard for the Missouri Star Quilt Co. And if you guys are familiar with that, it was started by Jenny Doan and her family, but they own a whole pile of buildings in Hamilton, Missouri. So I'll show you guys the map, but they own like a whole, like over 10 stores, I think. It's like one giant store that you have to walk around the main drag to go see them all. So I saw a billboard for it. I'm like, wait a sec. Missouri Star Quilting Company, and I'm in Missouri. Let's look on the map on how far away that is, and it was like 13 minutes away. So we zipped over there and spent some time there too. It's kind of this big destination place for quilters, and in my head it was just, oh, this is this place, this destination place, and it just didn't occur to me that, oh, it's in Missouri and I'm in Missouri at the same time until I saw that billboard. So way to go, Jenny, for having that billboard there. It got us in. So I got some stuff from there as well. So I'm going to show you guys those, and then we'll pop over. Oh, Tula Pink is in Missouri too. So Tula Pink is a big designer. She does bright, fun, intricate designs with lots of animals and stuff. Angela quilts all of Tula Pink's quilts. So sometimes if you ever get to see a Tula Pink quilt at a quilt show or anything, take a look at it. They are always just super intricately quilted and really interesting and lovely, and Angela does all those. So they have a little like pairing going. Oh, yep, it's by the Jesse James Museum. We walked into there too, Tracy. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around and I'll show you my stuff. Okay, here we go. So I didn't get tons and tons, but I did get some stuff that I just really like. So this is Quilting. Quilting is My Therapy. I did put a link, but it's quiltingismytherapy.com. I know I'm going to have to visit my brother quite often now. Exactly, Gina. So this is Angela's shop. And let's see, I did get, well, here we go. We'll start, well, I'll pull these guys out first. So I got 2 patterns. I got a gingerbread embroidery sample pattern, just because I thought it was adorable. So Gingerbread, I follow her. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you should. It's at Gingerbread. And her stuff is just adorable. She is also a Moda designer, a designer for Moda. That's a fabric manufacturer, Moda. She's a designer for that. And then I thought it was just adorable. A nice little winter project there. And then I also got the Lusk pattern. It's for some paper pieced mini quilts. It's by Carolyn Friedlander, and she's also a fabric designer for Robert Kaufman Fabrics, but this is all paper pieced. So we've been doing a lot of paper piecing, and we thought this was pretty cute. And we just love Carolyn. My husband and I just love Carolyn Friedlander's stuff. So John picked this guy out. And I told him I got some fabric. I got 2 fat quarter bundles. I've since kind of combined it into one. But here's the fabric that I got, you guys. First of all, I saw this fabric and I loved it right away. I haven't even opened it yet, but look, it's like dandelions. I thought it was so pretty, and it was paired. So these are the 2 bundles. I think these were, I think, together in a bundle. So there's also the gold version, which is just so pretty. Oh, this way. So I just love this gold color, and you know I love this pretty peach color. I have a lot. I do a lot with that. So this was the first fabric that. I'll lay them all out. I haven't even looked at them yet. I just really love that top, and I love all these colors together. And then so I saw this other kind of coral pink color collection bundles that, just they're just extras from different collections, I'm guessing, that just get all put together because they kind of match. And I just thought this was just a really pretty delicate pattern as well. So. And then I said, John, pick out a pattern that I should make with these. And he was thinking this. So I think we'll do this guy here with a bunch of these coral colors, maybe some of these darks. And then, I don't know, what if we just put like a huge border around it or something? Something like that. But I think this will be a quilt. You love the dandelion material, Elaine. I know, isn't it? I just I needed it. Oh, it's dangerous. See, it's so dangerous walking into these. All right, so let's look at this. I don't even know. You're using Dandy Annie. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure who the designer is. Oh, it's not on that selvage. So let me see if it's on. If you guys are familiar with this fabric or the designer, let me know, because I'm not sure if I have. It says the name of the designer on the selvage, but it only, which is the edge of the fabric, but it only does it on one side if it's been cut in a fat quarter, and I don't see it here. So I don't know this designer, but I love it so much. So this is that pretty dandelion fabric. Oh my God, just look at it. And just these two are so pretty. So here are some of the supporting fabrics, I think. So we have this kind of golden yellow. Oh, this is pretty with some greens. Oh, here we go. There's some wispy little dandelions. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, this is Moda Robin Pickens. Okay, so Jana says this is, it's a Moda, and it's by Robin Pickens. I will have to look her up because it's pretty. Okay, and then here's some more. These must all be from the same collection, I would guess, because look at how pretty. That is just the prettiest. This is not Tulip Pink. So Robin Pickens is what people are saying. So I think that must be it. And you know what? One of these other guys might. Yep, here we go. Yep, you're right. Dandy Annie. That's you had it. Dandy Annie by Robin Pickens. I'm pretty positive as goes with this. But oh my God, what a silly, delicate, beautiful pattern. Just these little dandelion wisps. Okay, so totally loving it. They had a lot of Moda designers there. I can't remember. I know Angela. Angela must be a Moda designer too. I know she does fabric as well. And considering the amount of Moda fabric there, I'm guessing she may be a Moda designer, but I can't quite remember who she designs for. This is awfully pretty too. These little specks through there. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, love so much. So this is what attracted me to these two to the buying this bundle. You know, they get you with putting all the cute ones in a bundle like that. And then these ones were a different bundle that I saw, and I'm like, oh, we got some corals in here. Let's just add to it, because look how pretty all these corals are with like the yellow and the black here. It's just so pretty. So here are these, just these pretty flowers with a little bit of blue. Oh, there's a piece in the collection with birds on it. Oh, Jana, I'm gonna have to look for that as well. Here we go, some pink little X's. Good for everything. Oh, this is a nice delicate pattern on the lighter side because it has that white in. Oh, here, let's lay them out. But I think these will look pretty. I mean, like, this is more fabric than a quilt is needed. Here's this one. Than a quilt needs. So, I mean, I really could make a quilt probably with just these and be fine. Oh, this looks, this is familiar. This might be a Carolyn Friedlander fabric. This one here, I'm not sure, but she has, if this isn't hers, she has some very similar to that. This is pretty. I like these little blobs, different color blobs. Pretty little hatch marks there, and a nice little, ooh, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is actually a really pretty coral pink with a little darker pink on it. If I get too close, then the phone is auto-correcting it. But there we go. Very pretty. So here, this is my Quilting is My Therapy haul. Love, love. Oh, you have two side chairs covered in dandelion fabric. Oh my gosh. Love that idea. Ooh, maybe I just cover a chair in this. Oh, I don't know. I need more of it. It's just so pretty. Oh, and you guys, like, I need more fabric. So this is what I got from Quilting is My Therapy. I'll show you guys what I got from Missouri Star Quilting then. But oh my God, this fabric is cute. All right. Geez, look at the colors too. Just that pretty coral, that bright goldenrod color, or that dandelion color, I suppose. All right, so that is that. And then next we went to Missouri Star Quilt Co. So I started out, let me show you guys this. I think I had, where'd I put that? I thought I just had the map for this, so sneak peek, don't look. Oh, here it is. So, Gina, I think it's black. It's like it's not quite black, it's a very deep charcoal. So not blue, it is a dark charcoal. All right, so this is it's in Hamilton, the Missouri Star Quilt Co. And look, here's the map. All of these buildings with the little quilt block on are the Missouri Star Quilt Co. So they own, like, they have all of these. And there's an upstairs. So there's an upstairs and downstairs quiltiness to all of these places. And we went in all of them. So that was a fun, like, walk around the area. And, you know, and we had a good burger from here, and they have Danishes over there. Anyway, so that's a lot of stores, people. Yeah, so just really kind of fun. It's in Hamilton, Missouri. And what I got from there, they treat them as separate stores. But at the first place, I got this cute little Moda kit. So it's here we go, a matchbox quilt. So I think this is like a super small quilt. Is it a suburb of Kansas City? Gina, it is north of Kansas City, probably a good hour. I think it's at least an hour, maybe even two north than that. Like I said, it was kind of out of the blue. We were just driving home straight north from Kansas City and just happened upon it, really. But so this, I just thought this was just adorable. So you open it and it has everything in there to make like this itty bitty quilt. And I thought, how clever is that? So we have like some batting folded up in here. I actually haven't opened it all the way, so it must only be this big. I don't know. Some thread and let's see. I haven't opened it. It looks like we have. Oh, this is another Moda thing. So they have it all. Oh, look at this. They have it all printed out with directions. So it's like a little itty bitty baby quilt. It looks like. Here we go. Fun. So you can make some half square triangles. I just think it was just a cute idea, and I love it in this little box like this. Just a fun little gifty thing, and they had a bunch of other ones there as well. John picked it out, and I like the one that he picked too. He got the little red one. All right, so that's that. And then I just got this little postcard, Guide to Pre-Cuts. So these are, when people say a pre-cut, what they mean is sometimes you'll get fabric that's all been cut up for you. For example, fat quarters. These are all fat quarters. So fat quarters are like 18 inches by 22 inches. It's basically a whole bolt of fabric cut a yard in half, so a half yard and then another half yard, but this way. So you have like two kind of fat rectangles instead of a long skinny rectangle for a quarter of a yard of fabric. So it's a fat quarter. But then, you'll see these stacks. Sometimes you'll hear people say words like layer cake or a charm pack. A layer cake is a stack of 10-inch squares. Fabric manufacturers make all these separate little sizes to make it easy for people. So charm packs are 5-inch squares, and mini charm packs are 2.5-inch squares, and then you have sometimes jelly rolls and I guess honey buns. Jelly rolls are 2.5-inch strips, which are great for bindings and just strip quilts. And then 1.5-inch strips are honey buns. So if you ever hear people saying funny names like layer cakes and charm packs, that's what that means. So I thought this was a neat little guide. All right, so the other just kind of random thing I got there, just because I thought it was a cute idea, is I got this. It's a Cub Scout pillowcase, but what was so sweet is that it comes with markers. And you can see the design right in there, and you can it's a pillowcase that you can color with all this fun stuff on. So I just kind of really thought that was a cute idea and worth a reminder of cute ideas in my cute idea pile, I suppose. So anyway, I thought you guys might like to see that. Just neat, just coloring it in, and paint by numbers are so popular now and stuff, so I thought this was just really kind of a sweet project, and it looks all ready to go as well. So I got those, and then we went to another place in there, and I went to the upstairs. They have a place for kids fabrics, and oh my god, I love all the fabrics I got. There's so much. So here are the little kid fabrics that I got, and I'm not sure the designers, I'll have to look these up as well, but this is a little cream fabric with these little rainbowy ponies. Love it. So I got a 1/2 yard of each of these. All these were on the bolt still, so I'm like, just give me a 1/2 yard. So I'm gonna have this stuff for days. But look at cute little rainbows. So these are all from the same collection. This is a different one, so let me see if I can find who this is by, just if you guys want to know. Okay, again, it's a Moda designer. Best Friends Forever by, oh gosh, I can't read that, you guys. Does it say? Oh, I cannot read this at all. What does that say? Well, anyway, there we go. Stacy, probably. It looks like it's cut off. Best friends forever, though. So if you are looking for this, I would just Google Moda and best friends forever. But, oh, so sweet. Okay. And then these are all from the same collection. So they're just so freaking cute. Little rainbow guys. Let me see who this is by. I think this is Robert Kaufman. All the different fabrics feel a little bit different. Like a Moda fabric, I think it's a little softer than this Robert Kaufman. This is Daydreamer by Andy Hanna for Robert Kaufman. Ugh, so cute. So I had to get all of these that I saw because it was so cute. All right, so I got the little rainbows, and then these just look like it fit with the rest of them, so I got that too. Stars, look how sweet they are. This is on gray. And then look at these suns. This is a deep navy. They're all just so happy. here's the, what is this? This is like a light tan. Oop, there we go. With some more of the little sun guys on. So it's just the same thing, but a different colorway. Here's the different colorway of the rainbows. This is on a gray. So that goes with the stars really well too. They all go well together. Got some moons. Look how sweet they are. The moons and the suns together are pretty. And then just some more stars on white. So I think I got, oh yeah, I think I got 2 color versions of each. So this is all they had. So I got all of it for the designs that they had. So the cute little stars, cute little rainbows, the 2 cute suns, and then I just had 1 colorway of the moons. And then, you know, as icing, those little ponies. So how cute of a quilt is this going to be? It's just going to be the sweetest. And there was a quilt there on the wall that I thought would work really great for that. And it was in one of Jenny's books. So I got that as well. So this is a Missouri Star Quilt Co. Block book. So here's Jenny right here. So she has tons of these books. So this one is the fall issue, or fall volume 1, issue 5. So on the wall there was a quilt that I really liked, and it said find it in fall volume 1, issue 5. So I had to find this out of like oodles and oodles of these block books. But I'll show you, we'll page through it a little bit. So it's just a neat book of patterns that they put out. So they must print these. It's kind of like a little magazine book, but I would call it more of a book. So then there's instructions for all these different designs, like what you need, and just really good instructions, great photography. And like, here's another one. They all look really easy. But let's see, I'm gonna try and get to the one that I wanna do this quilt of. Just page through this some more. Little fun braid. Oh, you have one of her block books, and it has a lot of great patterns. Yeah, I've never gotten one of her block books before, so I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, this one right here. So look how cute this is. So this was on the wall, and it was a king size. It looked like, oh, maybe it's a really big queen on the wall. It was huge, but what I love about it is look how, I mean, these squares are relatively big. Like these triangles. These triangles are about, you know, like this big. So a good sized triangle for each of these. But look how it shows off the fabric. So I wanted a pattern that would show off the fabric. Like I didn't want to cut it up into a ton of little strips and then lose all the cute little characters. So I want to do this one with these fabrics. So and then I'll have to find some more white. I'm sure I have more white around. Plenty of white for the background. But oh yeah, here's for size. So here's like a book. So you can still get like the size of these triangles. So anyway, that so they're making theirs out of a layer cake. So again, that's a 10-inch, 10-inch size square. So I'm not doing it out of a pre-cut like that. I'm going to do it out of my half yardage. So I don't even know if I have enough. My guess is I have more than plenty. Oh gosh, these would be cute little notebooks too, wouldn't they? I still want to do that notebook project coming up with the zipper pouch. These would be so cute for that zipper pouch project. But there's one more in here. So there's a jelly roll quilt. John was in a different store here, and there was a quilt that he really liked, and he was like, "Ooh, maybe I'll do that quilt." Like if he wants to start quilting, and it actually is in this same book. So that out of all the books that she has, we got pretty lucky that it has both the quilts that we want to do. So let me see if I can find. Ooh, that's pretty. The one that John wanted to do. He wanted to do. Oh, this rag quilt. So it's a rag quilt with some neat flannels. He in the primitives room, he really liked how that looked neat. I think he liked the little scruffiness, and I think he thought it looked kind of easy to do. Oh yeah, so you're just sewing it and then trimming it up. This would be a great project. So yeah, so I think this is the one that he really just was attracted to. So luckily they are in the same book, both of the quilts we want to do. So I'm stoked about that. Oh, you got yours yesterday and got a couple earmarked. Nice, Cindy. So just to show you guys the rest, here's some more cute quilts from this. So a lot, I mean, this particular issue looks like it's a whole lot of the layer cakes, which are the 10-inch. I mean, this is a jelly roll, so obviously, you know, she's wants you to use all the little pre-cuts for these ones in particular. But oh, all the quilts were in the back. I could have just gone there. But yeah, so this is the one that I want to do. Isn't it sweet? I love it. Oh, you made 3 flannel rag quilts. So comfy. Oh, that's awesome, Lucy. Oh, and then some general instructions. Yeah, these are just really put together well, these Missouri Star quilt block books. So I'm glad that I got this one because it has, like I said, the ones that we both want to do. And that is it, you guys. That is my haul from the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and quilting is my therapy. Like I said, not a ton, but I really do like what I got. And you know what? It really is a lot. I could make at least probably four quilts, 4 large quilts, probably more out of all this fabric that I got. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like much, but this really is a ton of fabric, and now I'm loaded down with even more fabric in my house. Lucy, I did not get any cat fabrics. I found the cat fabric aisle, and I was tempted, but I was feeling things out still, and I never made it back there. And then once I pulled the trigger on these, then I just wanted to buy everything. It's dangerous. So, all right, these guys are just so cute too. So that is that, you guys. It was a fun trip, fun to check out, you know, one of those places. Actually, 2 cool quilt shops that I've heard of and people love, and they're each like their little destination places. And it was crazy. I gotta go to both of them kind of on accident. My brother lives really close to Quilting is My Therapy, where I got this stuff. And on the way home, we saw a billboard for the Missouri Star Quilt Company, and so meandered over that way. And I should have thought of that beforehand. I knew it existed, but in my head it was this faraway place. But it was just right there. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to switch over, and we are going to work a little bit on the Splendid sampler tonight yet too. Got to do some prep work, right? We're going to work on the scatter block tonight, and I'm going to have to put all my pretty fabric away. The distance between the two, again, between an hour and 2 hours, I don't think it was much more than that. I didn't think about this one, the Missouri Star Quilt Co., because it was just on my way home, and I don't think we were more than an hour or 2 out. Ooh, 5 teddy bear rag teddy bear rag quilts. Oh, that sounds really cute. Oh, I'd love to have more trips to visit my brother. But yeah, I don't think we'll, every time we do visit my brother, I think we'll be hitting the quilt shops again. So danger zone. Oh man, it's always it's always so dangerous. You end up this is cute. You end up buying tons of stuff. Isn't that sweet though? I'm excited to work on that quilt as well. So like I needed some more projects, right? Alrighty. That was fun though. It was a fun, relaxing trip for sure. But alright, let's get to it. But thanks for letting me share with you guys. I'm just like so excited about it, and the two just perfect little finds on that trip. So all right, back to it. I thought we'd work on this guy just because I thought it would be fun. I like all these little sparks of color in this one, and it is my block 40. So every 5 blocks in the Splendid sampler, every 5 blocks that we do, I do one that has more color in. So if you look at some of I have my stack of previous blocks here. I've been doing a very kind of light cream colored quilt with just like some of this yellow in. But every 5 blocks or so, I add a pop of color. So most of them are pretty neutral. But then again, I add just a pop of color every once in a while. I don't know if I have another pop in my stack here. This is my only one. So it is pop of color day to day. This guy keeps wanting to get rolled up on itself there. All right. So let's pick some fabrics. So I think for the background, I'm going to stick with my white. That is kind of what one of my rules it has been for all of my blocks so far. So let's do some creams yet. It looks like we need 4 different colored fabrics. I do want them all a little fun. Why don't we pick our pop of color first? So here are our pop of color blocks. Actually, we could do more than one. That'd be kind of fun. I haven't used any of these neutral ones. I think I'm gonna kind of just stick with these blues. We could do like all of them. Well, these are kind of pretty together. Why don't we do like these two together? Gosh, we could do more, couldn't we? We could do all pops. What if they're all, what if they're all just pops of color? Or maybe we have one of the yellows in, just to kind of finish it off. This one's pretty. One, two, three. Let's do a different one here. Something a little darker. Here we go. It could go like this. Here, let me lay this out here quick. So here's the block. So we could do white. Well, I do want to do white for the background. So imagine this is white, and then I think we go like from dark to light, like how they did. So we can have these little guys up top. Then these will be like in the middle, that little middle speckle of them. These green guys will be this pink. And then we'll go the lighter blue will be these 3 here. And then we'll have this like little pop at the bottom. And maybe we even fussy cut a leaf out of there maybe. Kind of like the leaf. I don't know. Maybe we won't fussy cut it, but it'll be down here like that. So that's pretty. I always like laying fabrics out approximately where they'll go and in the proportions to size, just to get kind of a little gist of what it'll look like. And I think this will look really pretty. So let's do that. The end. All right, we'll go from dark to light. That's how I'll remember it for now. I was looking over these cutting instructions, and I think I'm kind of tempted to cut all the white first because there's just so much, and there's so many little strips and stuff, so I think I want to just get that out of the way. So I'm going to scooch these guys here. Okay. And, so letters F through S are all this white. And I was looking over this, and they get kind of placed in order. So like, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So the lower numbers, like the F through H, those are the middle ones. And then as you go out, those are the farther bits. So what I'm thinking is like we could start at the last one and then get back in. And yes, I'm definitely going to label all of them. I totally recommend for this one to label everything. So I got my little Wonder Clips out here and a pencil. I'll use my bookmark. This is just a little I have a kitty calendar, and this is just a piece from there. So I will use this to label all these. So one thing that I noticed, so here's all the whites. A lot of them are 1-inch strips, and then a lot of them are a 1/4-inch strips. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by just, pressing this and then just cutting a 1-inch strip, and then just seeing what we get. Well, I think just looking at this, I know I'll have to do at least, I'll probably have to do just cut 2 1-inch strips, and then we'll cross cut them, and then I'll work on the 1 1/4-inch strips. So I think that's kind of the game plan. So let's start there. Oh, you spent a couple hours this evening cutting your scrappy pre-cuts. Oh, that's awesome. So, all right, here is my pressing mat. I don't even have the sewing machine table on or anything yet. I figured we'd be cutting this for a little while. So we'll cut from this side. So we'll just press all this. Remove some fuzzles. Okay, so this is actually too big for my mat, so I'm going to fold it in half. This might be a scenario where I flip my mat around during the process. All right, so I'm going to get my big cutter here, but what I'm going to do, oops, let's get you guys down in here a little bit more. I think I keep hitting you too. Okay, so I have that fold at the bottom here. I'm going to align that with one of my rule lines, just so I know that the fold is straight, and when it's unfolded, whatever is cut there should still be straight. Okay, I'm going to get my cutting glove on. I'm trying to get into the habit of using the cutting glove. So this, in theory, if I slip, it should protect my hand a little bit. Oh man, I have rulers flying everywhere. So let's get a good edge here. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to just cut it off right. We'll go right here. It's got kind of a weird wavy edge. All right. Gosh, I can tell this blade is getting dull. I can hear it. So I haven't switched blades, obviously, yet. I'm going to just rotate this whole thing. I think it's going to be easier for me. So I cut that one nice edge, and now I'm going to cut the other edges here. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 1-inch strips, and you know what? I think I'll go ahead and cut, we'll cut 2 1 1/4-inch strips as well. Let's see, how many 1 1/4s might I need? Kind of a lot is cut with 1 1/4. So I think I'm going to cut maybe 3 strips with 1 1/4. All right, so let's cut 2 1-inchers. All right. One. My mom got one of those strip piecers that is like a big acrylic template, but it has lines in it, and you can just go right in it and cut a whole pile at once, and that would have been pretty slick for this, I think. Oh, we did enjoy some spring days in Kansas City. So it did rain one day, but that was fine. We were at home. We were at their house, and we were just playing games and stuff and waiting for it to stop raining so we could go get some pizza. And that was Sunday, so we watched Game of Thrones there. Had to do that. But yeah, it was fun. We got to go walking a lot, and we got to go walk around Worlds of Fun. That's where my sister-in-law works. And so we got to go hang out there, which is really neat. And on Sunday morning, which is just so fun, we went to Boulevard Brewery in Kansas City, right in downtown. And they have bingo every Sunday morning at the brewery. So the bingo is free, and then you just buy a pile of booze and pretzels and cheddar dogs, and it was so delicious and so much fun. So we played a few rounds of bingo there, and families come, and so I had a whole pile of beer for breakfast that day. Beer and pretzels for breakfast. All right, here are the 1 1/4-inch pieces. I'm going to set that aside for now, and we're going to deal with these 1-inch pieces. Yum! Yes, I had a pretzel-wrapped cheddar dog. That was amazing. All right, so these are all different lengths, so I'm going to actually open this up now. You know, usually I'll stack a bunch and we'll cut all our pieces at once, but in this case, we need a whole pile of different size pieces. So we're going to do this one at a time here. I'm going to get my trusty ruler out here. You know, I didn't have any barbecue while I was there, but we had a whole, that's funny. That's funny that we didn't end up doing that because we had a whole discussion about it. I guess, you know, they lived in South Carolina too, right before they moved to the Kansas City area, and I guess they're both pretty big cities for barbecue, but in South Carolina, they were saying that it was a more kind of a vinegar-based barbecuing, like more like coleslaw, vinegar coleslaws and stuff like that versus the, you know, rich, you know, barbecue flavored barbecue in Kansas City. So that was interesting. So they were kind of comparing notes. Ooh, tilting a little, guys. Sorry. So that was kind of interesting, and you know, I'm totally indifferent. I don't think I've experienced amazing barbecue before, so I guess I don't know what I'm missing. But yeah, so we didn't have barbecue, but we'll have to go there again sometime and do that. All right, I'm cutting for real now. So I'm gonna start at the end and go up. So this is S, so I'm starting all the way at the end. Oh, so that's your favorite vinegar. So I didn't even know that was like a thing, like a kind of a vinegar-based barbecue instead of the, you know, rich molassesy base. Vinegar, mustard, or white barbecue. Oh, interesting. Ooh, vinegar mustard. You know what? You know, that's totally, I know already that that's going to be my jam more than the like rich, sweet kind. All right. S is 1 inch by 6.5 inches, so that's here. we're gonna have to start labeling right away. All right, so I'm gonna just tear a bunch of little pieces of paper off of here. And we're gonna get my Wonder Clips out. This, like a lot of these, need labels, a lot of these blocks. So this is gonna get an S. There we go. Grab a Wonder Clip. I'm also gonna try and stack these all together as well. So that's why I'm starting from the end and going up. I'll stack them all on top of each other. All right, so S is done. Let's do R. R is 6 inches, so we lose ½ inch. That beer was good though. Oh, it was fun too. The beer was all I had a flight, and the flights were all Game of Thrones themed a little bit. So, like they had summer is coming, and that was, you know, a bunch of like summer wheat beers. I didn't have that one. I got the, oh gosh, what was it called? Well, anyway, they were all over 7% alcohol, so it was a lot. I didn't drink it all, but oh, they were really good. I like more of the hoppy beer. So, oh, you like Boulevard Wheat? Oh, you're not an IPA fan. So, Barbara, I am the total opposite. I want the super duper IPAs. I want like the as happy as I can get them. So that's what I like. So I got that one. My flight had 2 really happy ones, and then 2 dark, not a porter, but a stout, like 2 stouts, which I also like, but lately those are just too much. Like that's eating a whole giant vat of ice cream is like a porter or a stout. So I like the IPAs. Nice and happy and sharp. I like them. Okay, so now I'm on Q. Oh, I need 2 rectangles that are 3½ inches. So I might not have enough here, or I might not have enough for this one. So this is 3½. Very happy and bitter. So my brother is really liking the bitter wines, or not wines, red wine, bitter beers, or not bitter, sour. He's liking the sour beers, and oh, I can't deal with those. All right, so my next, I'm just setting this aside. I need another one, but I only have a little bit left here, so I need letter P is a couple of 1-inch squares, so I'm just seeing if I can get a couple of 1-inchers out of this spare piece here. But yeah, he's liking these sours, so that's just like grapes and fruit that have gone so sour that it just pickles your whole face together. So not wild about that. Oh, you love it. So that's so funny. So you love sour beers, but you don't like IPAs, and you like the wheat beers. Oh, that is interesting. The wheat and sour to me don't jive. All right, so I got 2 for there. Now let's get that other strip that we had out. All right, again, we just need to give it a little trim. Although it's looking pretty decent, but we'll trim it anyway. Belgian style sours. Yeah, I haven't graduated to the sours yet, and you know, I started really liking IPAs a few years ago, and I was drinking a lot of stouts, but then I just got into IPAs and haven't stopped. Still like them. I actually don't have too much beer anymore. Just because I'm just not, I don't have as much wheat stuff anymore, but IPAs I do like. when I splurged for a beer, which we did, and it was so much. It's so much fun. It was morning. We had to get there super early to get a spot because it's so packed at Boulevard Brewery for these bingo nights or these bingo mornings. So it was just funny that we had to go there early to get a spot for bingo. But oh my gosh, it was so much fun. My brother won one of the rounds. They did a bunch of rounds, and sometimes they played around more. But he won one of those, but no one else from none of the rest of us won. But there's one table that they were winning a whole pile of them all the time. All right, so this is Q. Oh, you went there. You went to the brewery. So you guys, if you are in, floats and milkshakes. If you are in Kansas City and want to go to Boulevard Brewery, do it on a Sunday morning at like 10:30, but be there early. Because it's bingo. You can have bingo and flights and beers, and I mean, that would be the way to do it. And then they still have tours and that sort of thing. It was fun. All right, so this is 2 squares. I need 2 more of them to finish off the letter P. But that was really fun. And bingo's just so silly. And easy peasy. I never got to use those bladders before. I like that. Those bingo bladders. All right. Oh, IPA. So IPA in beer land is an India Pale Ale. I don't know much about it, but they're very hoppy. So the hops that are used to make beer. So I think it's a very bright kind of almost, I don't know, kind of grassy almost, but bright. Versus, like, it doesn't have any, I don't like when it has like a flowery taste. It's not very creamy. It's not very like wheaty and sweet. It's just this grassy, hoppy flavor. Okay, P. And I don't know, it just grew on me. All right, 4. That's letter P. Okay, what next? Oh, so now we're on to the 1 1/4 inch ones. There are a couple more 1-incher guys at the top. So now I'm going to jump out of order here. This is going to be letter F. That's 1 by 1 1/2. So a lot of the ones in the middle are the 1 1/4 ones. All right, 1 rectangle. This is F. All these tiny little pieces. See, in my brain, they're not so bitter. They are strong. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, like, to me, bitter is more of that, like, sour flavor in my head, but yeah, I suppose this is just not going to sound appetizing, and it doesn't really taste like grass, but there's, a sharpness. Like, if you imagine yourself eating grass, there would be a sharpness, right? But if it was like a warm summer day and that grass had all this juiciness to it, there would be a sweetness to it too. So bright, with a lingering sweetness and no creaminess. I don't, it doesn't taste like an ice cream cone or anything. Pungent, that's good. All right, there's F. This is funny because I was saying something I think it must have been John the other day that I need a better vocabulary for flavor because this is how it came up. I don't know how it came up, but we were like, how do you compare, like, use words to compare the taste, just the taste of like honey versus just plain sugar? You know what I mean? Like, they have a distinct flavor, but how do you describe that? I don't know. That's one of these things that one of these days I'm going to look up, is just a whole pile of descriptive words for flavor, because I am lacking in vocabulary for sure in that arena. Okay, this is 1 inch by 2 inches. This is letter G. So I'm going to try and get through all this white fabric tonight. My description of the cows eating grass, and that's what hops taste like. But yeah, but I mean, like, imagine that. So imagine something bright, and I suppose that would be bitter. I just think of it as like a brightness. But that brightness on a gorgeous summer day where there's dew outside everywhere and it smells like spring and it's just an amazing morning, that's what an IPA is. Okay. There's a couple more, 2 more that we can get out of this 1 inch piece. So, I needed 2 rectangles of that G. All right. I need 1 more. I think I got, yeah, all the rest were right. So I need 1 more 2 inch one. Don't want to get totally messed up. Oh, thanks, Bonnie. Thanks for the good catch. Good catch. Oh, what am I spelling? Hello. We are cutting all of these itty bitty tiny pieces. So this block is made up of just like all different size random background pieces. So I'm just going through all the background pieces, and because there are so many, here, I'll get them in the photo here, and they're all different sizes. I need to label them all. It's a little nutso. All right, I think there's 1 more that we can get. Oh, wait. H. Did we do that? F, G, H. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, so 1 2.5 incher. We have all the 1 1/4s to do yet, too, so we might be here a little later. Had too much fun sharing all that cute fabric. Okay, just 1 of these. Yeah, H. Okay, I am going to put like a little dotted line underneath so I know that it's an H and not an I. Click. Okay. And then also letter J, I can get out of here. J is a 1 inch by 1 1/4, so I could also get it out of the other one, but since I have a little left, we'll start making them here. 1 1/4. Okay. Yep, I'm reading that right. So this is, what did I say, letter J. Oh, you appreciate the fabric sharing. Oh, I just saw those cute little baby fabrics. It's funny because, that's the stuff that I like designing, is like the cute little quirky stuff. And once I got to that room, that room definitely appealed to me more than the other ones, which is just kind of funny. I didn't realize that it would do that. But they have like a whole holiday fabric area, and these are all like practically separate shops that are all kind of connected. All right, I think this guy is not quite there. I would like Leslie's asking what we'll be making next. I would like to be making, you know, we're working on the Splendid sampler still, but I would like to work on the zipper pouch. It's originally from my book, Sew and Stitch Embroidery. It's a book cover. Like it's a book cover for a sketchbook, or you can do any book that you want, and it actually has a zipper in the back so you can put like pencils and stuff in there. That is what I'd like to do next. However, I'm updating the pattern so that you can do any size book and make some adjustments to it. So I'm still kind of working on that. When we started working with Target, that sucked up all my time for that, so I want to get back on it. So I'm hoping that will be kind of our next project, and I will definitely let you guys know a little bit more when we're on that. That's just going to be quick and fun, and I like doing it with a sketchbook. So if you guys wanted a sketchbook, I'll have sketchbooks available for you. Like we do a little kit and stuff. I think it'll be a great project if you just want to use up any spare quilt blocks you have around, or that cute piece of fabric you want to use. That's the type of project. You can just whip up a bunch of little Christmas gifts too, probably. Oh, Andrea, you're working through the alphabet. That's so awesome. I cannot wait to see how that's going. So my cousin Andrea's on here, and she's stitching up. I have, with our embroidery patterns, we have the whole alphabet's worth of animals. So just little animals that, you know, each go with the letter of the alphabet. And each one of those is a embroidery pattern. Oops, this one I only need to, I'm doing the rest of the J's here. How many did I need? 6, so I have 3. But she's stitching them all up. So that's a bit of a project. Yep, you're right, Gretchen. It is also Finish It Friday this week, which didn't we just have one of those? It's just crazy how time's going by. So Finish It Friday is when it's the first Friday of every month. I kind of stop whatever we're working on, and we just kind of pick up a project that's sitting around, and we work on that instead, you know, as a way to get some unfinished projects done. And it's the beginning of the month again, so I do it the first Friday of every new month, and it's gonna be May. I can't believe it. Oh man. Well, first of all, it's cold here. It does not feel like May at all, which is super sad. So I'm hoping the weather kicks in one of these days. All right, this is J. So I'm gonna have to go back and do letter I and everything. All right, I think we're gonna start from the end again now. So this was P. Let's do O. O is a 1 1/4. We're on the 1 1/4 inch ones. And this one's 5 1/2 inches. Okay, letter O. I'm gonna run out of my little papers here. Ugh, cold and snowy there in South Dakota. Oh, it snowed on Saturday. So I am so happy I was out of town for all that, but it is still pretty chilly. Unfortunately, it's rainy. It's gonna be rainy here all week. Oh, just one of these. All right, this is where I'm just gonna start stacking them. They're kind of used in order. All right, N is 4 3/4 inches. Hooey, this is taking longer than I thought, I think. 4 3/4. All this cutting takes time. But I'm still kind of in the mood for these pieced blocks versus switching back over to embroidery or applique. So I don't know. See how long that lasts. All right, this is N. All our crazy little white squares here. M, we need 2 1.5 inches. Spring travels 13 miles a day. It's coming. Okay. I have not heard that before. Wait, yeah, 2 1.5ers. All right. Ooh, man, though, I started swimming again today after not doing that for the week, and holy cow, did I get tired right away. So it definitely feels good to get back on that again, but oh, man, I forgot how tired I do it, and then I'm just out for the rest of the day. All right, M. I don't know if we can get any more out of here. Oh, the letter I is 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. That one we can get. Oh, but we need 2 of them. I don't know if I can get 2 out of here. Nope, I can't get 2, but I can get 1. I think this guy's scrap. All right, this is letter I, and I need 1 more. So let's get our next 1 1/4 inch strip out here. I'm just going to trim that edge again. We'll flip it around. You know, I do feel safer with this glove on. So that's good. Anything to make this cutting more enjoyable, I suppose. Not having to worry so much about cutting my fingers off. Oh, you learned a lot on the way about organizing blocks. That is awesome. So, you know, anything I can do for this not flying away and getting crazy. Ooh, 1 1/4. I'm not lining this up right. There we go. But yeah, I just know myself that if I have this stack of crazy, I want things to be easy, and if that means I gotta do all this little extra work up front, then that's what it means. All right, here's letter I. I mean, I'm not getting fancy or anything. It's just a pencil and some scrap paper, but sometimes that's all you need. So here's I. I needed 2 1.5 inch ones for that. All right, so that was the one in the middle here, IJ. Okay. Now I have my new piece, so that's good. Okay, let's go back to L. Going a bit late tonight, so thanks for bearing with me, you guys. I just want to get these white strips done. There's so many little pieces. This would be annoying to stop in the middle of it. So one of those, I gotta stop and jot down notes for each one of these. Okay, L, there was only 1. This would be one, though, if you were gonna do this block for a quilt, like a whole pile of these blocks for one quilt, you could cut a lot of these all at once, like all the L's at once and have it all organized. That would be pretty neat. Okay, 3 1/4. Let me double check. 3 1/4, that was L, so we're doing K. 1 3 1/4, okay. I'm gonna run out of paper for my little notes. Okay. So they are stacked in order, so that's one thing going for us. Oh, wait, we might be doing well here. So that was K. Here's J. Oh, hey, that might be it. J, I, H, G, F. Woohoo! All right, that is it, you guys. We got our stack of white pieces. So I'm going to just kind of keep that together as best I can. And we do have, I did have one more strip than what I needed, so we'll use strips like this again though, so I'm not too worried about that. I'll set those to the side. And tomorrow we will cut up all our colors. So here's this, and hopefully we'll start sewing it together as well. So if you've been here wondering what we're doing, we are cutting all the pieces for the scatter block by Just Frost for the Splendid sampler to quilt along. And I didn't read this off tonight, so tomorrow when we start, I'll read her little description there. But there we go. Lots of cutting. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around and we'll call it an evening. Hello, hello, you guys. I am so happy to be back here again. You know what? Oh, my clip is still in there. I'm like, I wonder if I left my clip at the Y. My hair is falling off. Okay, but thank you for joining me again tonight. I cannot wait to use all that cute fabric that I got when I was gone visiting fam. So I won't leave you out on that. I'll have it laying out here to remind myself, hey, do that project. And, it's just those big triangles. I think it's something that will go relatively quick. So, God, I'm almost tempted to do that for our Finish It Friday, but that's not finishing anything. That's starting a new project. So I'll look around. I'm going to get some of my unfinished projects out here again, and that's what I'll pick one, and then that's what we'll do on Friday, unless I get real tempted and start a new project. But all right, you guys, thanks again for joining me. I will be here through the week since I'm home now. So I'll be here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time on the Penguin and Fish page on Facebook. And I'll get this up on YouTube at Penguin and Fish Movies if you wanted to see how I organize this and check out that cute fabric again. So thank you. I will see you. Oh, and it was nice seeing you too again, Aaliyah. Good night, everyone.